Ocean God, Wade Blevins, Dawatong, and welcome to Beginner Cherokee 1 here at RSU TV. I hope you enjoyed last week's lesson. We learned a little bit, or last time's lesson, we learned a little bit about Sequoia and his family background and where he came from. So today we're going to move forward and we're going to learn quite a bit. So this is our 8th episode. So Chaneline Jalagi Adel Koste Kohig. So we'll this here is a paragraph that I created, and almost all of the words, I would say 90% of the words in this we have been exposed to. So let's see if we can figure out what this is. This is kind of our review for today. Okay, so I'll read it through first and then we'll work through it and we'll see how much of it you got. So it says, Ahani ditli lostana neyaha. Hiolegis he askaya. Martin Luther King Jr. do don't eh? Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Sr. do don't eh? Dod. Alberta Williams King do don't eh? Uji. Coretta Scott do don't eh? Ustayahaska. Alchatohaski ale Oskawoniski gese. Martin Luther King Jr. Memphis, Tennessee, Uyohusa. All right, so hopefully you understood at least bits and pieces of it. Maybe you got the general idea of what we were talking about. So let's go through it just sentence by sentence. It says, Ahani, Ahani, here, Ditlilostana. Ditlilostana is like an image of something or an imitation of something or a reflection of something. And then it says Nuyaha. Nuy means rock or stone. Nuyaha means it's made of stone. So this is our way of saying a stone statue. We don't really have a word for statue, so we have to describe it, which it's a resemblance or an imitation of the real thing. So, ditli los tana nayaha, a stone resemblance, okay? And then, hiolegis hia askaya. Hiolegis means do you know? Particularly a person. Do you recognize them? Do you know who they are? Hiolegis hia, this. Ashkaya. Ashkaya, of course, is man. And then it says Martin Luther King Jr. do don't eh. So Martin Luther King Jr. was his name. He was black, right? Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. So Atlanta, Georgia is where Martin Luther King Jr. was from. Remember, means to be from somewhere. Okay? Martin Luther King Sr. don't eh? Dod. Okay, so Martin Luther King Sr. was his father's name. Alberta Williams King don't eh? Uji. His mother's name was Alberta Williams King. Okay? Coretta Scott King don't eh? Ustayahusk. Ustayahusk means wife. So Coretta Scott King was the name of his wife. Aljatohuski. 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 That's a preacher. Okay? Aljotohuski ale ost, good. Gawoniski, speaker. Gese was Martin Luther King Jr. So he was a preacher and a good speaker. Memphis, Tennessee, Uyohusa. He died in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, so let's see. We have the paragraph here, a little bit smaller, but hopefully you can read it. It's really just for you to refer back to anyway. So let's ask some questions and see if we can answer them. So this says, Aganages Ayonega Ke, Martin Luther King Jr. So we hear that Ke sound, right? Ayonega Ke. So that means either or, right? Aganages Ayonega Ke, Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, so we're asking, is he Aganege or is he Ayoneg? And it says Aganege, Aganege. Good, which means he was black or he was African American. Gato usti du don e udod. Gato usti du don e udod. Okay, so udod is his father. And then Gato usti what du don e was his name. And of course, Martin Luther King Sr. du don e udod. I believe his name was actually something else. I think it was maybe Michael. I'm not entirely sure. But he had taken a trip to Germany and learned about Martin Luther and his work in the Reformation and became inspired and so changed his name and also changed his son's name as well. Okay? Gato usti du don e uji. Okay, what? Gato usti du don e. Name. Uji, mother. So what was his mother's name? Alberta Williams King du don e uji. Gato usti du don e ustayahusk. Ustayahusk. Gato usti du don e ustayahusk. Coretta Scott King du don e ustayahusk. Digalogiskis alchadonhuski ke. Okay. Digalogiskis alchadonhuski ke. Ge Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, so was he Digalogiski? Was he Alchadonhuski? Was he a farmer or was he a preacher? Okay. Alchadonhuski gese. Alchadonhuski gese. Good. Hodla, where? Uyohusa. Did he die? Martin Luther King Jr. So where did Martin Luther King Jr. die? Memphis, Tennessee, Uyohusa. Memphis, Tennessee, Uyohusa. So hopefully that wasn't too difficult for you and you were able to kind of follow along. So come, idalena, jalagi iti woni. All right, here's our picture for today that we're going to look at. So there's a picture of a man, and he's fairly well known, fairly famous. So maybe you know who he is. Maybe he ole kita. So we're going to start by utasona. Judlo galed do don't. Judlo galed do don't. Kata usticha Dooley. Judlo galed uno sele a chuda. Dinher dot dawaduli udane a chuj. Kata usti dinher dot detaduli utadane judlo galed. Ije gansan estoti. ale talugiski yawi, dawaduli, udane achuj. Okay? So let's go through that line by line and let's see what we can learn from this. So part of it you should know. Some of it should sound fairly familiar to you. Okay? So the first one says utasona, utasona. So is utasona, this one right here? Is that utasona? Or is this one ahan, utasonas? Ahanda, utasona. Okay? Ahan, chudlokaled, do don't. Chudlokaled, do don't. Chudlokaled is our word for Santa Claus. It's our word for Santa Claus. And for some reason, and no one really knows why, but our word for Santa Claus, chudlokaled, that means his pants are split. No idea why that is, but that's what we call Santa Claus, chudlokaled, in a lot of our communities. Now there are different words for Santa Claus in different communities. So, but this is the most common, I think. chudlokaled, do don't utasona. So chudlokaled, do don't utasona. And he says, kata usti chaduli. Okay, so kata usti, of course, we've had many times before. It means what, right? Chaduli means you want. You want. Kata usti chaduli. Judlokaled, uno sele, achuj. So Santa Claus told the boy, kata usti chaduli. What do you want? All right? That's usually one of the most common questions that he asks, right? When you see him in the mall and you sit on his lap and he'll say, so, and the boy, of course, replies, so, means something to play with or a toy. So I want toys. I can't believe he didn't say I want socks and underwear, right? So, but he said I want toys. So Santa asked, so what, in this case it's going to be like what kind. So, what kind of toys do you want? Okay, notice up here we have jaduli, and down here we have jaduli. This first one, jaduli, means to want one thing. Jaduli, the de means you want more than one thing, okay? So that's the only difference. So here, where it says dawaduli, we know that he wants more than one toy, right? He doesn't just want one, he wants more than one, okay? If he just wanted one, we would take that D off, and he would just say, dinelto tawaduli, okay? So, but back to this sentence, it says, kata usti dinelto te taduli, utadane, chudlokaled. Utadane means asked, okay? Asked Santa Claus. And he says, EJ, new. EJ means new. Gansanestoti is a truck. So a new truck, gansanestoti. Ale and talugishki yawi. So talugishki, remember, means metal. We learned that in the elevator story. We learned talugishki. Yawi means a person. So a metal man or a metal person. And this is our word for a robot, okay? So he says, EJ, gansanestoti, ale talugishki yawi, dawaduli, udane achuj. So He says, Dawa Dooley, I want EJ Gonsanestot, a new truck, Ale Talugiski Young, and a robot, or a metal man, or a metal person. So is what this question. So that's our entire paragraph. So go ahead and listen to it one more time. I'll read it to you again. And just see if you can follow along in your mind, if you can follow what's going on. Don't really necessarily need to think about translating it. Just think about what's happening in the story. Progress the story in your mind. So it says, Uta sona, Jude lo galed du don, Gato usti chadule, Jude lo galed uno sele achuj. Dinel dot dawadule udane achuj. Gato usti dinel dot de chadule, utadane Jude lo galed. Ije gansane stot ale talugisk yon dawadule udane achuj. All right, let me read it just a little more quickly. So let me read it at more of a conversational tone. So it says, Utasona, Jude locale du don, Kata ustitadule, Jude locale du no sele achuj. Dinel totawadule, udane achuj. Kata ustitinel totetadule, utadane Jude locale. EJ Gonsanes totale talugiski young tawadule udane achuj. All right, good. So, of course, as always, let's ask some questions to make sure that we really get that vocabulary subliminally, subconsciously into our brains. And the easiest way that we can do that is to think about it. And the easiest way to think about it is to ask some questions. So let's ask a few questions, all right? So this says, Uta sonas agayelege ke Jude lo galed. Okay, Uta sonas agayelege ke Jude lo galed. So Jude lo galed, of course, is our word for Santa Claus, right? And asking an either or question. Uta sonas agayelege ke. Okay, so is he an elderly man or is he an elderly woman? And the answer is Uta somna Jude lo galed. Santa Claus is an elderly man. Okay. And here's another either or question. It says, Age yujas chuja ke dinel tote du dule. So, is it a boy or a girl? Dinelto tichidudule is it that wants toys? Dinelto tichidudule. And then achuja dinelto dudule. Gata usti dudule achuja. So what dudule does he want? Achuja. Okay. And it says Ije Gonsanestot ale talugiski yam duduli achuj. So notice that dawaduli means I want, dejaduli means you want more than one thing, and duduli means he or she wants more than one thing. Okay? So that's why it would changed there. So it says Ije Gonsanestot ale talugiski yam duduli. He wants a new truck and a robot. Okay? All right, so here is another little picture, okay? So, gata usti hi wesas Huesos, is it a cat? Tla. Tla huesa yiki. Tla huesa yiki. What about Age hujas is a little girl. Tla age huja yiki. Gietlis. 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 Gietlida. Gietlida. It is a dog. Yeah. And so let's see what this paragraph says about the dog. And it says, Ahani usti gietli. So here is a small dog. Ganake usuit na gietl. So usuit means color. Ganake, of course, black. So Nagitli, the dog, is black colored. Okay? And then it says Gigage uhyatla. Gigage uhyatla. And that's this right here. It's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see he's wearing a little red collar. Gigage uhyatla. Gigage, of course, means red. Uhyatla is he's wearing something around his neck. There's something around his neck, okay? So it could be a dog collar, it could be a bandana, anything that, it could be a necktie, you know. Uhyatla is just something that's around his neck. Okay, and it says, Gohushti uduli na gidli. Gohushti means something. We don't know what. Gohushti just means something. Uduli, he wants, not git, the dog. So the dog wants something. The dog wants something. Gelishki uduli gitli. So this is gelishki, pie. Gelishki is a pie. Gelishki uduli, this is my sign for uduli. So for wanting, like bring it to me, right? So gelishki uduli gitli. So the dog wants pie, not the pie wants the dog, okay? Uyotli gitl. Uyotli gitl. That means poor dog. Uyotli. Or you can say uyotliwu. This is just pitiful, just poor, right? This is a common word that we use, you know, to mean poor thing. So let me read it one more time to you. I'll read it a couple times, one time really slow so you can hear all the words distinctly, and then I'll read it at a more conversational pace. So I'm going to follow with my pointer as I read, okay? It says, Ahani usti gitli ganake ursuit na gitli gigake uhyatla gohusti uduli na gitli geliski uduli gitli uyotli gitli. Okay, let's do it again. Ahani usti gitl ganake usuit na gitl gigage uhyatla gohusti uduli na gitl geliski uduli gitl uyotli gitl. Okay, so notice a lot of times whenever I say dog, I leave the last E off. I just say gitl, gitl. But you can say gitli, it's fine. Okay? So let's ask these questions, okay? And this time I'm going to follow them along with my pointer so that you can kind of start to get a sense of what each of the characters does. So this says Utanos Geatly. Utanos Geatly is the dog. Big. Tla. Tla utan Geatly Yigi. Tla utan Geatly Yigi. Usti. Usti. Okay? So this says Tla. Tla utan Geatly Yigi. It's not a big dog. Usti. It's a little one. Okay? So this says Unegos Gunageke. So we have two symbols right next to each other, but they make different sounds. This is the first one I know is going to be ge. The second one is going to be ke, because we don't have a separate syllabary character to differentiate between ge and ke. So we use ge for both. Okay? And then, so this says Unegos Gunageke Ul Suit Na Git. Okay? Unegos Gunageke Ul Suit Na Git. And it's Gunage Ul Suit Na Git. Next one, this says Gato Usti Ul Suit Uhyatla Nagit. Gato Usti Ul Suit Uhyatla Nagit. Okay, so what color, the thing around his neck of the dog, okay? Gigage usuit uhyatla. Okay, gigage usuit uhyatla. Gato usti udule na git. Gato usti udule na git. So, do you know what the question says? And it says, the answer is Geliski uduli na git. Geliski uduli na git. Okay? So before we go on, we're just I just want to do a little bit of cold character recognition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a word, and I want you to try to find it here somewhere. And I'll give you a few seconds, and then I'll circle it with my red pointer, okay? All right. So we'll start out fairly easy and get progressively harder. So what about claw? Claw. Claw. Where would that be? Claw. Okay. It's up here. This one right here. This is claw. Okay. Let's try geatly. 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 So there's one right here. That's geatly. Can you see any other geatly? Take a few minutes and look. Good. There's another one there. Good. There's another one there. There's one in every sentence, I think. Oh, no, there's not one in one sentence. So, yep, there's a geatly there. There's a geatly there. There's one down here. And there's another geatly there. So how about the word na? Na. The, or that, or these, or those. Can we find na? It's in there several times. You just need to find one. Right, there's one here. And there's one there. Here's another one. Here's one. And here's one. Okay? What about gado? Gado. Gado. As in gado usti. Okay? Gado usti. Okay? There's one here. Gado. And here's another one. Gado. Okay? Let's see. What about gunage? 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 Okay. There's gunage there. And then it's a part of this one here. Gunage ke. Gunage ke. Okay? So there. Okay? All right, excellent job. Good job. Okay, so this says, Gata usti Dooley. This is common. I use this with my little niece, Noddy. Don't. I use it with her all the time. Gata usti Dooley. She loves Sonic, so we go to Sonic and I'll ask her, Gata usti Dooley. What do you want? Okay. The second one here, Gata usti Dooley itatanti. Gata usti Dooley itatanti. That's what do you want to do? Itatanti is the infinitive of to do. Okay? Gata usti Dooley itatanti. Okay? So, we're going to go through and talk about some things you might want to do. Okay? Dichakoli yedis Dooley. Dichakoli yedis Dooley. Do you want to read? Okay. Kla yawaduli. Digikoli yedi. Okay. So you'll notice one of the things that's different in Cherokee than from English is a little bit of grammar. I don't usually like to teach a lot of grammar, but I just want to make you aware. So in English, if we say to anything, to play, to jump, to run, to sing, we call that the infinitive, right? Because it's usually accompanied by another verb, and in English, it's not conjugated. And in a lot of other languages, for example, Spanish, you take the infinitive and you modify that then according to person and tense and those kinds of things. In Cherokee, however, we also change our infinitives to indicate the subject. So this di chakoli yeti, okay? If you take this, with this is on there to make it a question, okay? So di chakoli yeti, it means to read, and dikikoli yeti also means to read. This is you to read, and this is I to read, okay? So, dichakoli yedishtaduli. So, you to read, you want. You to read, question, you want, is really what's going on here. Dichakoli yedishtaduli. But when you answer, you say tla, yawaduli. Awaduli means I want. The y sound in there is to make it a negative, along with the word tla. Tla yawaduli. Diki koli yeti. Diki koli yeti. Okay, I don't want I to read. Okay? So, dichakoli yedishtaduli. Tla yawaduli diki koli yeti. Or you could say, awaduli diki koli yeti. I want to read. Okay? You could say, 50 Shades of Grey. Awaduli diki goli yedi. I want to read 50 Shades of Grey. You could say Harry Potter. Awaduli diki goli yedi. I want to read Harry Potter. Now this word diki goli yedi or diki goli yedi, the word goli can mean to read. It also can mean to examine something. Okay, and it can mean to study as well. So it can mean a lot of different things. So, all right, and here's one. Dijano gistis chadule, dijano gistis chadule. Okay, so can you guess what that is? Okay. Do you want to sing? Okay, do you want to sing? And then you can say, Kla yawaduli diki no gisti. Okay, diki no gisti. Kla yawaduli diki no gisti. Dijano gistis jaduli, do you want to sing? Tlayawaduli dikinogisti. I don't want to sing. Or you could say, Awaduli dikinogisti. I want to sing. Awaduli dikinogisti. So to make it positive, just take claw off there and the Y sound off there, and it says, I want to sing. Okay? Dijanogistis jaduli. Tlayawaduli dikinogisti. Or awaduli dikinogisti. Okay? And this one. Dichakoli yedis chaduli. Tlayawaduli dikikoli yed. Okay? Dijanogistis chaduli. Tlayawaduli dikinogisti. Okay? Jalstayutis jaduli. Jalstayutis jaduli. This is, do you want to eat like a meal? Do you want to eat a meal, or, you know, it's eating something not specific. Okay, that's a different word, to eat something specific. Jalstayutis jaduli. Tlayawaduli awalstaiti. Tlayawaduli awalstaiti. I don't want to eat. Okay? Or you can say awaduli awalstaiti. So you can see here, this is a good example here. So ja, both mean you. Awa and awa here both mean I. Okay, so they have to agree. It's almost like a math equation. The words both have to agree. They have to balance out. They both have to refer to the subject. Jalstayutis jaduli, tlayawaduli awalstaiti. Or you can say awaduli awalstaiti. Awaduli awalstaiti. And of course, said Augie huge, right? She's eating a watermelon. The little girl's eating a watermelon. Okay. Jahwahistis jaduli. Jahwahistis jaduli. That doesn't mean do you want money. It really just means do you want to buy, okay? You could say, Dagwalel jahwahistis jaduli. Do you want to buy the car? Dagwalel jahwahistis jaduli. Do you want to buy the car? You could say, Digowhale jahwahistis jaduli. Do you want to buy the book? You could say, you know, of course, put any noun in there. You could even use Geetli. Geetli jahwahistis jaduli. Okay. Do you want to buy the dog? And then, depending on whether you want to do it or not, Tlayawaduli agiwahisti. Tlayawaduli agiwahisti. I don't want to buy it. Or you could say, Awa Dooley agiwa histi. I want to buy it. Awa Dooley agiwa histi. So either way. So let's go over those all one more time. So these are fairly common and probably be a good idea to add these to your vocabulary repertoire. So, Dijagoli ye disjaduli. You want to read? Tlayawaduli digigoli yid. I don't want to read. Or awaduli digigoli yid. I do want to read. Dijanogis disjaduli. Dijanogis disjaduli. Tlayawaduli dikinogist. Tlayawaduli dikinogist. Or you could say awaduli dikinogist. Cholstayutis jaduli. Cholstayutis jaduli. You want to eat something? Tlayawaduli awalstaiti. Okay? I don't want to eat. Or you could say awaduli awalstaiti. Agiosi. I'm hungry. Agiosi. Jahwahistis jaduli. You want to buy it? Jahwahistis jaduli. Tlayawaduli agiwahist. Tlayawaduli agiwahist. I don't want to buy it. Or awaduli agiwahist. I do want to buy it. Okay? All right. So let's go over our vocabulary that we went over today. So not quite as much, but I know in the beginning lessons we threw a lot on you, but we're going over it, every week. So, but now we have enough language under our belts that we can play with it a little bit. So this is al jadon haski. Okay, this is actually ali jadon haski, but we say al jadon haski, al jadon haski, al jadon haski. A preacher, al jadon haski is a preacher. Next one, gawoniski, gawoniski. Gawoni is to speak. The ski at the end, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but several of the words that we've had have ski at the end. So we have digalogi ski, right? We have aljadonhaski. We have gawoni ski. So that ski means it's someone doing something, right? So gawoniski, a speaker. Gawoni means to speak, or means he or she is speaking, and then this is the, it's like putting at the end, in English, and we say ski at the end of a word to indicate the ER, so. Okay, this is Judlogalid, Judlogalid, and Judlogalid is Santa Claus, but it really means split pants. No idea why, Judlogalid. Okay, next one, Awaduli, 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 I want it, Awaduli, I want it. This one, Jaduli, Jaduli, you want it, Jaduli. This one is Uduli, Uduli, he or she wants it. This one, Dineli do di, okay? And the li we shorten, so we say dinel doti, dinel doti, and the doti, it means something to do something with, okay? So this is something to play with, dinel doti, something that they play with, and that's our word for a toy. Now we had awaduli here. This is Dawa Dooley. I want them. There's often a joke in Cherokee communities, and when people are just learning Cherokee, they'll say something like, Tuya awa Dooley. Tuya meaning beans. And so if you say Tuya awa Dooley, a lot of times wherever you are, the person that's serving you will take out one bean and put it on your plate, because you're literally saying, I want a bean, you know. And so whenever you want a bowl of beans, or you want, you know, beans to eat, you say, Tuya dawa Dooley. So always keep that in mind. Because if you say Tuya awa Dooley, they might give you just one. Okay? This, we have Dooley, then we have Dooley. Okay? Dooley, you want it. Dooley, you want them. Okay? We have, but before we do this one, let's do why I don't, for some reason, he or she wants them is not on there. So we have Dooley, he or she wants one thing, and then to make it plural, we say Dooley, he or she wants them. Now we have this word here, EJ. EJ means new, okay? And one of our colors, EJ, that's our word for green. And it literally means like new, EJ being new, and means it's like something. So EJ means it's like new. Okay, this one, Gan sa ne sto de. Gan sa ne sto de. Okay, that's a truck. This one, Talugiski Yawi. So a metal person. Talugiski Yawi. Gigage is red. Then we have Uhyatla. This is Uhyatla. He's wearing a collar or something around his neck. Gohusti. Gohusti means something. Okay, this one here. Getliski as a pie. All right. So anyway, so I want to say wadon for being here for this lesson today. Hopefully we gave you some things that are beneficial to you, things that you can use in your everyday life. And that's my advice to you, is to, once you feel comfortable with parts of the language, start using it with people around you. And as long as you make it comprehensible, they'll be able to follow along. So anyway, I just want to say until next time, wadon, do ko ha'i, itis kwata.